Hey, and welcome to this week's Wax Pack Dad. Woo! We are going back into the vault, 1980. This is Empire Strikes Back time frame here. We've got 1980 football, a grocery rack pack, 36 cards, looking for such notables as rookies of Phil Simms, rookies of Clay Matthews, Lester Hayes. Probably the biggest card in the set is still the Walter Payton. A lot of other rookies too. We can talk about those as we're going through. Of course, Terry Bradshaw, Franco Harris. Also, very valuable cards there. So let's get at it. Let's open these guys up and see what we find. So, one of my first rips, I actually pulled a Phil Simms rookie, which was pretty darn awesome. Had it graded. It was actually when I first started, I gave away a lot of the cards. And it was, I think it graded an 8. Which I think is worth about $30. But I wanted to see, that was one of the first ones that I did in years past. And you can see here that we've got these all set up here. For some reason, I think I've seen these in cellophane too. It's been a while since I've opened these up. I can't see where it was for sale, but anyway, lots of fun. So let's see what we'll pull out today. But I've had good luck with Walter Payton in the past. This is 1 year, and this is open. Don't like that, but I mean, I don't know how you close a rack like that. Oh, and then you have a Hall of Famer at the end, a Jack Ham, which is pretty darn cool. That's always nice to start off with. And this is, I think, 82, I think, was the first year that football logos were there. So you're still going to see the airbrushing here. So we're going to look at Bruce Harper. A little bit about Bruce. Ray Wersching. That's how you can tell it's not only are they airbrushed, but also too the kickers and some of the even quarterbacks have the 1 bar on their helmet. You know, you're going in the time machine there. So, oh, this is fun. These are always fun. These cards. So Franco Harris, Hall of Famer, receiving John Stallworth, Hall of Famer, Jack Lambert, Hall of Famer, Steve Furness, not a Hall of Famer, but L.C. Greenwood, maybe for QB sack. So that's a pretty cool card. A little bit of value to these, especially when you have multiple Hall of Famers. This is a really cool one. Certainly. Oh, fun. There's a guy I forgot about. Jimmy Giles. I don't know much about him. He must have retired in the early 80s, but he's a rookie. PSA 10, I believe, was like $600-700. This is definitely off-center, but is a rookie card. A couple of years after they started, they actually had a pretty good, a pretty good year. And for whatever reason, my mind is just, I can't even remember, but they had 2 brothers that were defensive ends, one in the Hall of Fame, and it'll come to me later on, but kind of cool there. And he had actually played for 3 years, probably taken in the expansion draft. Well, fun. Jimmy Giles, rookie card. Roosevelt Leaks. Let's see, put some light here. There we go. Russell Erxleben. Okay. Chuck Ramsey. Jimmy Cefalo. Ken McAfee, tight end, 49ers. Randy Logan with the Eagles. Charlie Hanna, tackle. I'm not sure, maybe he's John Hanna's brother. Kind of looks like him. And very off-center, Jack Ham, Hall of Famer. So we've got Steel Curtain is well represented here. That's cool. We got almost our entire defense. So not a bad first pack. Definitely a good start to this. Sam Hunt, linebacker, Patriots. Cardinals team leaders, Otis Anderson, who was a rookie that year. Pat Tilley, Bob Pollard, Ken Stone. I'm going to put that up there because the Otis Anderson rookie, and for those not as, don't remember him, I think he also went with O.J. Anderson, running back for the Giants in one of their Super Bowl years, so kind of cool there. Tony Galbraith, running back. Preston Denard with the Rams. Gary Davis. Oh, another rookie card. Fun. Of course, if you're a Vikings fan, Tommy Kramer, started for a number of years for them. I mean, off and on. I know towards the end it was kind of him and Wade Wilson, but, pretty good career for him. I think they did make it maybe to the playoffs a couple times towards the late 80s. So that's kind of cool where, when you start getting into more of a vintage rip, some of these rookies have a little bit of value to them. Put him up there. Bob Bruning, middle linebacker. Not inside linebacker, but middle linebacker. Lyle Alzado, defensive end with the Browns. He was a beast. A beast. Hall of Famer Alan Page. His last year, I think, with the Bears. Came over from the Purple People Eaters. Theo Bell with the Steelers. I don't know if I've ever heard of Theo Bell, but Vern Den Herder. Oh, that's a frickin' name. You can tell that guy's getting dirty. He's getting dirty. And then Joe Washington. So, not too bad. Not like the superstars that you might recognize in some of these guys, but, a couple nice rookies there. So far, so good. I'm liking it. Cleo Miller, Wilbert Montgomery. Oh, kickers. John Smith and Mark Mosley. You're going to the bin. Paul Hoffer. Jim Smith with the Steelers. A lot of Steelers today. Bob Jackson, guard with the Browns, and then somebody's fro in front of him. Hey, cool. Mel Blount. I believe that is another Hall of Famer with the Steelers. Football Guy USA will probably correct me if I'm wrong on that one, but I'm pretty sure he's a Hall of Famer. Check out his channel. He certainly got a lot of Steelers know-how there. Bill Gregory. Jack Rudney. Guard Wade Key. And Browns punter Johnny Evans. Kind of look like an Uncle Rico. Which I could throw this here football over them mountains. Coach would have put me in the fourth quarter. We would have won state. And last card, Joe Daniello. So, I'm just kind of highlight the Steelers defense. Jack Ham, Mel Blount. And then on the back side, we got Jack Lambert and L.C. Greenwood. So that's a pretty big chunk. We're just missing Mean Joe Green there. So, of course, Franco Harris and John Stallworth were no slouches either. And Alan Page, and then rookie cards of Jimmy Giles and Tommy Kramer. So, that was a lot of fun. As always, stay safe and God bless.